Howdy folks, and welcome back to Hilda. Today we're going to be watching Season 1, Episode 11, titled The House in the Woods. Not the cabin in the woods, but the house in the woods. Not the house at the end of the street, but the house in the woods. I've never seen a house at the end of the street. I've seen Cabin in the Woods several times. It's a great film. I love it a lot. But no, this is neither of those. This is The House in the Woods. I am very excited to watch this. I think the most interesting thing to me is that Hilda is back in the wilderness, a place that was once her home, but is her home no longer, trying to get out of it to get to her current new home in Trollberg in the city. So it's a weird juxtaposition. She was so, no pun intended, at home out there in the wilderness at the beginning of the season, and now it's like, I gotta get back. I gotta go. I can't be here anymore. I have nothing here. So it'll be really interesting to see the interactions here. Just like the sign says, Woodman or I riot. I better see my boy here, the best character, who we've been woefully missing since episode 2, I believe. 2. Yeah, that was the one where the giant stepped on Hilda's house. So I'm really excited to watch this. The last episode was not my favorite one. I made that very clear at the end of that reaction. But I'm super excited here. My tea for tonight is Vanilla Komoro, I believe. I really don't know how it's pronounced, but it's I've had this once on one other. I don't think I've had it in a Hilda, but it's very good. A smooth decaf tea, because we are back to the nighttime recordings after what I believe was 2 in a row of daytime recordings for Hilda, which is wild. If I have had this one on here, I apologize. But let's scooch over here and get ready to watch. And I'm gonna take this opportunity to thank you for watching this here video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this reaction. We're coming up on the end of season 1. I know I've been saying this, but like, we're almost there. Just 2 left. We could have a 2-part finale. Who knows? Hey, I'm just so excited. I love this series. I'm so glad I'm watching it. I'm glad y'all are watching it as well. It is super cozy. I love it a lot. It's not really steered me wrong hardly at all. If you want to see these reactions uncut, unedited, I have that option for you over on Patreon. There should be a link to that in the description. Or if you just want the edited cuts early, I am slightly more than a week ahead at this point. You can click the join button to become a channel member and I guess get access to some armadillo emotes that I have here. I don't really push the channel memberships, but that is an option. But as always, I'm just glad that you are here watching whatever you do. But now let us go ahead and get started with Hilda Season 1, Episode 11, The House in the Woods, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. That's how I feel after my first sip of tea. I bet Hilda, or Frida in the intro, is still just like smiling and happy. So what haven't we seen? I think I might have seen one creature that I haven't seen yet, but I'm too lazy to go back and pause on it. Maybe I put it here while this is playing out, or maybe it is something we've seen. House in the Woods. So a second house. I do see a giant in the background. So maybe the giants came back down. At least she's like, well, my old stomping grounds. If she comes back to where her old house was, literally that giant's stomping grounds as well.
Iron pines. Big ones too. I must be in the Great Forest. Feels like I'm home again.
Yeah.
Makes me wish Mum had never moved us to Trollberg. Oh, Mum, she'll be so worried. I should be getting back.
See, I wish we'd never moved. I have to get back. The 2 options, right?
Woodman.
There he is. The boy.
Thank goodness. Ah!
Different.
I'm not alone.
Oh.
Please don't interrupt Bartreed's faces.
Oh no.
I'm trying very hard not to give anything away.
I love this.
What a lucky day.
Don't generalize.
Not lucky
I
for
just
me.
lost another hand.
I got nothing. I was gonna say, how do they shuffle without hands? Also, I love
Not
this.
to be a bother, but when were you planning on heading back?
This sort of Western kind of influence music.
If you're really worried, we could send your mum an email.
Email.
Sorry, elf mail. It's a relay system of elf couriers.
Can't read it.
Ready to send.
I just lost something valuable.
Really? What?
You?
You
Aw.
bet me in a game of elf poker.
No, I lost you to the city.
I'm all yours.
Not them. Him.
I was gonna say, in the background, it looked kind of like a foot. Like, it looked kind of like toes. That's a furry guy.
So typical. Humans always overlook us forest giants just because we're on the
I have
smaller
to,
side.
I have to hold the hands. Like, I need a magnifying glass for those tiny little elf cards.
You should be comfortable in there. When do you think you'll next need food? Few months or so?
Well, we know that they don't eat people, normally, unless they're adventurous and branching out. No pun intended with her being in the tree. Speaking of branching out, can I hold that for you, sir? I'm about to be watching Adventure Time.
Arch, get
I don't think I'm
over
watching the
there.
Royal Tart
He's
Toter
taking a
episode,
break.
but
Woodman lost a whole human.
as opposed to part of a human.
No problem.
How do they know which mom? I'm sure there's several mums. Also nice, a little toilet paper tube. This is cool. I like this. Yo, also, just recently, I'm just gonna pause real quick. Seeing this guy riding a bunny, just totally apropos of nothing. My dog, recently on walks, I've been running earlier and earlier in the day. I've been waking up at like 5:30 in the morning to go running a couple times a week. And my dog desperately wants to go as well, most of the time. And she, you know, that early we see bunny rabbits out sometimes, and she has like never really experienced, like, since it's just a completely different time of day to when she's like outside, she's never really seen them or experienced them. She sees other dogs, yes, cats, squirrels, birds, all that kind of stuff, but a bunny is new, and she goes absolutely nuts when she sees them. She, you know, she can be tired and lagging behind me after, like, you know, the end of 3 miles or so, but then she sees a bunny and she just like jets off and like pulls my arm like crazy. And you know, I see this and it just made me think of Jupiter. It made me think of my Jupy girl, who I love very, very much. That's all. This reminds me of the lighting of the beacons of Gondor. Gondor calls for aid! One of the coolest sequences from Return of the King. Does he drop it into the Lost Clan? It goes to like David's mom. Oh, straight to Alfur.
Are you mum? No, but I know her. Well, that works. Sign here.
Sure, perfect.
Oh, Twig, none of the neighbors have seen her. Where could she be?
Mum, finally, you're back.
I love. Oh, not now, Alfur. Jorts. Everyone loves jorts. Not stress eating the jorts.
Mum, I have a message from Woolworth.
Poor guy.
I'll phone around. Maybe she's with David and Frida.
Frida says, I hate her so much. Also, I love that Alfur calls her mum as well.
Woodman!
Little
you came
help.
to rescue me.
Sort of. I was hoping you'd help me reclaim some items I've lost.
Wait, you lost me to the giant on purpose.
You think I'd go all in with 3 acorns?
Never. What a terrible hand to go all in with.
Find the rope ladder I lost a few weeks ago.
Now, this really does make me want to go play some poker, though. It has been... I have not played poker since calendar year 2022. I'm itching. I'm fiending for some poker. I love poker
taking
so
her
much.
Finally. I missed you.
Oh, well, of course not. And this is my house now.
You lost.
All hail the
that
king.
crown.
I would prefer not to lie to you. Now.
You! Hey!
Oh. Hey, he bellowed. This is not the adventure I had anticipated.
Proper giant this way?
Okay.
All
Yeah, this is not the adventure I expected.
except you, I guess.
Can we please go to Trollberg now?
Which way is Trollberg?
I thought you knew.
Sure. Before the chase.
You can get your
Well, thanks for
directions, right?
checking.
The
Please
sun's
keep
still
an eye
going
out
down,
and
right?
Let me know if you see her.
Of course. I know
adequate supervision can be...
Oh no.
What if she's...
Oh no.
Alpha? Oh, finally.
I thought he was about to get drank.
Mum fell off Weather Spirit, got lost, ran into Woodman. Please don't worry, can't write more. Paper is very tiny.
It is very
Love,
tiny.
Hilda. Twig! Hilda's safe! Well, ish. Don't entirely trust that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He probably gambled her away or something. Also, I like the continuity. It's still, everything is still snow-covered in the city from the last episode.
The Hilda I knew would never have gotten lost. You have gone city.
Oh,
I have not. The wilderness will always be my real home.
I found out who sent the email, and I think I know where to find him.
Put out snacks.
oh, dealing Alfur.
Hello? Barch? I think you mailed a letter for my friend.
He seems like he would be so bad at poker.
Mail a lot of letters.
No, you don't. Just the one. For that blue-haired girl.
Could you tell me where she went?
You'll have to win that information.
Oh, heck yeah, let's go.
Please? We really need new players.
We're one player short of a full commander pod. We're all playing elf decks. Ah, ha, ha. That's my favorite joke in a while.
What's that?
The house in the
You
woods.
wanted to sleep on the
Title
ground.
drop. I wouldn't go in there if I
Sort of
were you.
reminds me of my old cabin.
I hope they have a kettle on.
Oh.
Woodman?
Oh yeah, he is the woodman. He just walks right in. He's probably been in there several times.
How about that? My favorite tea, too.
Wait, is it his house?
Woodman, you can't just... We're dreadfully sorry for storming in.
It is his
Please
house.
accept our
He's moved
apology.
up in the world.
She doesn't speak for me.
I prefer peppermint, thanks. Now that's odd.
Oh, never mind. It's magic.
Woodman,
To sit by the fire and enjoy their records.
they have a fire.
It certainly appears so.
And
The
records. There they are.
I wonder if they have a guitar.
What do you know?
There we
Right-handed
go.
guitar. No, left-handed. Never mind.
It is cozy here. I
No,
wonder
it's-
if I could convince Mum to
Yeah,
move
that's
back
a
to a place
right-handed
like
guitar.
this, far
Hold
from
on.
the city.
I need to look back. I always get debated by musical instruments. Okay, so him holding it here, it's a right-handed guitar, but I could have sworn up on the mantelpiece. Yeah, it's backwards here. It's different. It's a left-handed guitar here from this angle, but he picks it up and it's mirrored the other way as a right-handed. Continuity error. I notice these things. Only for musical instruments am I this picky with stuff, and I just the same thing happened in Hell of a Boss in season 1, and comments got mad at me saying like, no, that's just a guitar. But I was like, no, Moxie literally changed mid-song that he was playing in House of Asmodeus from a left-handed to a right-handed guitar. And I called that out in there, and I got comments saying like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, no, I know this. I play guitar. I notice these things. And so this is a left-handed guitar here in this shot. I don't know, maybe in the time when he reached for it and grabbed it, it changed because he wished for a proper right-handed one, I guess. I'm on to you, Hilda. Oof, is this like one of those if you go to sleep in the house, like they take your soul? I wish there was a big... Does that look like... Oh, that looks like her old room from her old house, right? Doesn't it? I might be crazy, but that looked similar layout. Oh no, he's hustling him. Aw. Poor Joanna is worried. Even though the letter said not to worry. I'd be worried if it was riding on Alfur being good at poker. But you seem to be doing alright. Okay, she
made
seems
me
to still be
breakfast.
alive.
I did not.
Well, we might as well fill our stomachs before our journey. Do you even
Is that
eat?
oatmeal?
What a rude question.
Yeah, of course he's not going to answer, though. Is it good, though?
That was the most satisfying meal I've ever had. Mum must be losing her mind by now.
You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave.
What is going on?
It'd be funny if he starts to freak out. Oh. Oh,
That's
interesting.
generally not how windows work.
Yeah, no.
Maybe we can get out through the attic.
Oh, are they just going to be going up forever? Oh, it's an endless staircase. Oh, this is tight. Oh no, now it's an MC Escher painting. Also, these bass synths banging in the background. Oh no. What's she doing here? Just rips Frida's picture off the wall. Hubba hubba. Oh, the one is just a picture of a leaf.
I don't think this house wants us to leave.
She's not here. Well, that was 6 hours of reckless gambling for nothing.
Yo, I've had those nights. Oh, Thunderbird. Hello. Of course. I didn't realize he was coming along. Oh no, he would be still from the last episode. That's right.
You're with that blue-haired
He looks so
girl.
derpy in that last shot. Caca!
Are free to go.
Yeah.
Oh, good idea, Twig.
And here I thought this was going to be solved by that giant stepping on this house.
Could you please stop doing that? It's quite
Yeehaw.
distracting.
We might as well take advantage of the situation. There must be something you need.
I wished for a loaf of
Promise
bread.
missing, but
Can you wish to leave?
sorry, we're not able to open.
Don't come in.
Twig, Raven.
Don't come in.
Alpha?
Oh no.
Wait! Don't listen closer.
Damn it. Damn it. I told you not to come in. That giant is going to have to step on this house, isn't he?
There are worse places to spend your days than a magical house that fulfills your every desire.
100,000 subscribers. No? Oh, dang it. Okay.
I don't think you even have to say it.
Twig. Aw, Chew Toy. That's so cute. I wanted a burger. What are you going to do about it? Oh. Twig can sense the dark magic.
It doesn't matter if you give me books about trolls, new coloured pencils, cucumber sandwiches, or
Not the cucumber sandwich again.
You will never be my home.
Oh, it didn't like that. Ooh, she's breaking it.
Everybody, request more things. It doesn't matter what. Just do it as quickly as you
Oh,
can.
she's overloading it.
Want to be greedy.
Oh.
Just trust me.
Also, we need to get a cucumber sandwich counter going in this show.
It's
Yo,
working.
did Twig wish for a
I'm having trouble
skull?
keeping up. Woodman, we need your help.
Just a moment. I'm trying to picture the perfect end table. The grain could be better.
Please.
Yo, they're literally, what was it? I haven't watched Rick and Morty for a long time, but wasn't it they were in like a simulation or something and they asked like whatever the simulated people in there were like, he asked them a bunch of like impossible questions or something and it just overloaded it so they could just walk out of it or something. That was like way back in season 1. I haven't watched anything in Rick and Morty since I think season 2. I think, what are they on, 7 or 8 now? It's been so long since I watched that show. It's not because I didn't like it. I just never watched it past that. I don't know. But it just made me think of that episode. I always thought that was a cool thing. Like, overload the simulation and just kind of, you know, ask it for impossible things. What if they ask for something impossible? Could it do that? I don't know. This episode's almost over, though, so let's see how this ends. They could also just completely fill it to where it just kind of like, I don't know if the house can like crack under its own weight or like kind of expel everything within it because it has too much stuff in it, but we'll see.
Hilda, I'm having trouble thinking of more things to want.
Oh, me too. Simplicity has always been one of my virtues.
Stop now.
Ask it for a new deck of cards and poker
Just
chips.
for, I don't know, a diamond monocle.
Already did.
Yeah. Nice.
All I really want is a way home.
Well, why didn't you ask? Or is this one of the impossible things to ask for? Oh.
That's new.
Oh, is this gonna make a portal? Do they now have a portal to the wilderness?
Hilda!
Mum.
That's kind of insane if she just broke it that hard.
I was so worried about you.
Oh, easy come, easy go, I guess. Yep. But the portal?
Yeah, I wanted it in mahogany anyhow.
That would have been perfect. Oh, Woodman is there. I just realized. He's now stuck in Trollberg.
What just happened?
Well, I just wished to be home. And I ended up here.
Which
I
means...
guess Trollberg is my home now.
There we go. Just like I said at the start of the episode. I don't know if that counts as an Oracle moment, but we'll take
Obviously. For now, anyway.
it. Mine too.
And someday your home may be somewhere else. That doesn't mean you leave your other homes behind. The wilderness will always be a part of who you are.
Yeah.
That's why we're such good friends.
We are?
Repeating myself makes me anxious. I'll stop by next time I'm in town. Make sure you do the same.
But when are you going to be in town next?
Walk on in.
I was kind of hoping he was going to live with them. Ah, that was good. That was a great episode. I enjoyed that a lot. The whole episode, just to get pretty much to where I said at the beginning, she is in a place that used to be her home and needs to get to her new current home. And, through that journey came to realize that both are kind of home for her. Trollberg is indeed her new home. She's acclimated well there. But just like the Woodman said, the wilderness will always be a part of who she is. That was, really good message at the end. I really liked the animation stuff with the impossible MC Escher stuff in the house. It's always nice to have Alfur. It's always nice to have the Raven again. Two of my favorite side characters, which I guess technically Alfur's a main character. So I guess the Raven, I guess we technically did have two of my favorite side characters in the Raven and the Woodman. Hey, that was just a really good episode all around. It made me wistful for wanting to go to the casino and play some poker, have a degenerate night of reckless gambling like I did in the days of my youth. No, I still am in the days of my youth. What am I talking about? I'm getting older. It was a good episode, though. Yeah, I don't think I have too much else to say about it. It was just solid from start to finish. I don't know if I'd rank it as one of like my top favorite episodes so far. I still think episodes like the Nightmare Spirit and the Tide Mice that were like more overtly, pretty much all throughout supernatural with like crazy stuff happening. But this, once they didn't get to the house in the woods until halfway through the episode, so we didn't have that much time to kind of build it up. But once we got there, we really didn't cut away from Hilda for much time at all. Just a couple cuts here and there to Alfur and the Raven, and to see Joanna in the city. But for the most part, like 90% of what was left of the episode was in that house. So I'm glad that we took the time to stay there once we got there. But at the same time, maybe had we got there just a little bit earlier, it would have, I don't know. I don't even know what argument I'm trying to make. It was just overall a pretty dang solid episode. I liked it a lot. And I don't know how many more ways I can put that or how many different ways I can just repeat myself. So I am going to stop talking here. What did you think of this episode, dear viewer? I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Did you like it more? Did you like it less? About the same? Let me know anything you want about it. And as well as always, I am down for reading some fake spoilers on what's to come. Give me some fake spoilers for when we see the Woodman next, when he next pops up. I'm sure that would be fun to read. Just give me some Woodman spoilers. I love that guy. He's delightful and always makes me smile whenever he speaks. I guess he technically doesn't open his mouth because it's kind of always in kind of an O shape. Yeah. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time for some more Hilda. Take it easy, everybody.